Welcome to the Beesies.
I'm Abby.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Mackenzie.
Remember the college days when you were best friends with your roommates?
We would come home and talk about anything and everything together.
We miss this phase so much that we decided we needed this quality roommate time again.
So welcome to the Beesies. Come over and get cozy with your new favorite roommates. When I was younger, I loved when I was sick and would lose my voice. I was like, I am so sexy.
Yeah.
Mind you, I was probably 10 or 12.
Yeah, you're like 8 years old.
But it's okay. Well,
Every time you get sick, you like pretend you sing, and then you're like, I have the sexiest raspy singing voice right now.
Ooh,
But you actually sound terrible.
Would you guys sing into the fans, like the standing fans?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just
honestly
for days.
I did that recently. Not even gonna lie about it.
Oh, nice.
It's great.
Atlas recently discovered that with her fan in her bedroom, and it was actually the cutest thing ever. She's like, whoa. And then she just goes, ah.
I love that. Oh, she's so
adorable.
cute. Everyone, welcome back. Hope you liked hearing us talk about our desire for sexy voices to start your Monday morning.
When you think of sexy voice, like sexy raspy voices, what celebrities do you think of?
I just think of sorority girls.
Yeah.
They just all happen to have like really sexy.
Well, it's just because they smoke
raspy
so much
voices.
weed.
That and just all the drinking and partying, like
Yeah.
they are chronically sick.
Yeah.
When I
and they've
think of
just fried.
I don't think sexy voice. To me, it sounds annoying.
You think like Louis Armstrong, like, rah.
I love me some Louis.
Centuries of grain. I think of Sophia Bush every time.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
She's got a good one.
That is
Yep.
that is good.
IDK who that is.
She was
Have you ever
in-
seen One Tree Hill?
No, is she
She-
related to George Bush?
Nope.
No.
Quite the
Not
opposite,
that I know
actually, I would
of.
say. No, she
Yeah,
plays
true.
Brooke Davis in One Tree Hill, and I think she's also in Chicago PD.
She is.
I don't know.
Yep, that's true.
I don't know if we talked about her because she and her husband got a divorce, and then now
Yeah.
she's dating like a woman who's like a soccer star,
Oh.
We did talk about that actually. I
and
think a
she
while ago.
went to I don't remember. She went to like the soccer game of like her new girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's best friend, if that makes sense.
Oof. Drama.
Oh, weird.
Drama.
And like it was so awkward.
I love
Yeah.
that. I had no idea.
I've heard there's like a lot of suspicion going on around that relationship because a lot of people are suspecting that both of them cheated on their partners with each other. But honestly, I don't know if I believe that.
I think I saw something about that.
How do you ever beat the rumors, you know?
I know.
Oof,
So
they're just
hard.
always coming at you.
Speaking,
But,
I want to talk about one thing really fast. Did you guys see
Speak your piece.
the video of Billie Eilish at the People's Choice Awards where she is whispering to Kylie Minogue, and she puts up her hand to cover her mouth, but for whatever reason this phone picked up the audio perfectly.
Oh no.
And she goes, there's a lot of TikTokers here, and like people are like, is it shady, is it not shady? I don't know.
Okay.
Weird.
Maybe this just segues into one of the topics today. I saw Girl Boss Town I was looking at her TikTok today, and she was talking about how there are a lot of influencers that are getting invited to different like award shows and stuff like that. And she started the video, one of them talking about it, basically saying like, would you rather see a celebrity at an award show or your best friend at an award show? And I was like, well, duh, my best friend. But then she like explained, she's like, influencers feel a lot more like best friends to us at this point because you're in their personal lives so much more. And so she's like, that's probably why so many influencers are getting invited to award shows, because it's getting those views back up, because award shows were not getting views. It was just the publicity on like TikTok or Instagram afterwards. Whereas now they're starting to be streamed again. So food
Well,
for
and
thought.
like, I sympathize, not empathize yet, with like TikTokers and influencers, because like they have to fight extra hard to stay relevant, and you can tell that they're like fighting to stay
Totally.
relevant.
Oh yeah.
And so it's not the same like with a celebrity where like they can just be relevant no matter what. So
Yeah.
like I have a hard time with influencers. Like I personally don't follow a ton because of that, because it feels very curated to me. But at the same time, they're just trying to like make a living. Like
Yeah.
it's their job.
I just think
Right.
at this point, one of the things she said too is how like when we were growing up, people like some people would be like, "Oh, I want to be an actor," whereas now people growing up are like, "Oh, I want to be an influencer," and it's like it's kind of the more relatable thing almost, and it feels more attainable.
Yeah.
I totally lost my train of thought. I was
Well,
gonna
and
say
also,
something else
like,
too.
Kim K is like the OG influencer.
Total. Oh yeah, that's what they were talking about.
So, I don't know. Like, I think all these. Kim K turned into like a great businesswoman because of her like influencing gig, because it got her
Totally.
publicity, it got her money, and then she was able to like start all these businesses. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't like when influencers are at the events. I think it brings it down. I'm like, I
Interesting.
want the elite celebrities only. I don't want these random influencer people because they
Yeah.
cycle so quick. And I just like don't, they're just not the same. So I don't like seeing them there.
I remember what I was gonna say.
That's my
That
An
own
reminds me-
personal
elitist
opinion.
in our midst.
Well, so what I was going to say is like, for me, there are a lot of like A-list celebrities that I know about and I care about, or that I'm like interested in seeing. But like realistically, there's like lesser known ones that I'm like, I don't know anything about you. I don't even know your name. And so for me, I'm like more interested in seeing the influencers who I at least have seen pop up on my TikTok, because I'm more familiar with them. Because to a degree, like, especially because it can be so curated and like not fake, but like they're playing a part. Like we talked about that a couple weeks ago. And so it's like influencers really are just going to become a new version of a celebrity eventually. I think we're in like that middle stage.
If they can stay
So-
relevant enough.
Yes, totally. And I don't think all influencers, but like the
Yeah, I
bigger
definitely
named
feel
ones.
like there's a little bit of a hierarchy when it comes to influencers
Totally.
anyways. And maybe that's
know-
kind of weird too, in a way, to be like in a industry like as an influencer who might be like, say, lower tier, and we're just using that as an example, not necessarily that I am actually labeling them as lower tiers. But if you're like, let's say, a lower tier influencer, then maybe that adds even more of like competition, comparison to more higher tier influencers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I want to be them, and why am I not being invited when they're being invited, or whatever. I don't know. That's got to be a weird thing to deal with. But also, celebrities in a way are the same way. Like, not every celebrity gets invited to all the award shows. Especially like Grammys, you can be a recording artist, and like if you're not nominated for a Grammy, you usually sometimes don't get invited. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's all very interesting. Anything in the public eye.
Here's the thing. I would love to go. And so now all I have to do is become a really big influencer, and then I could go. So it's more attainable for
Yeah.
me. I was never going to go otherwise.
Yeah.
So true. But
Anything
I'd
that
be
gets
against
me an
it.
invite.
If
It
Jenny,
is-
if you got an
I can't believe
invite, would you
Britney's
go?
I can't bring down
Mm.
the elite.
But there's
I
plenty of
would go
people
if I
that
got
go.
an invite because I'm like an actress.
Here's
But
I think what another distinction I feel like is if you are on the red carpet versus if you just attend, because I follow a ton of influencers who like attended the Grammys and they did get like all dressed up and glammed and take their own pictures, but like they weren't walking the red carpet
and I like
alongside everybody else.
That's
like
true.
That's totally fine. They're not necessarily being sat with the celebrity. Like from what I understand, if you're in a table, if you're a celebrity on the floor with a table, you were like nominated. For something. Yeah. Or
yeah, I
you're
like when
invited
people
by
are like
that
just
guest.
invited and they do like the fun like group things, and I like that content.
Yeah.
But the red carpet, I'm like, people don't know who these people are. That's like like actresses, like everyone knows, like all generations know the other people.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know though, because there are some actors and actresses or
I've never heard of.
musicians, that like you don't get that. Like I feel like unless they are really an A-list celebrity, you're always going to find people who don't know them. And so that's where I feel like it's kind of the same almost, because it's like a lot of younger people are going to recognize the influencers, whereas they wouldn't be recognizing a lot of the celebrities, and vice versa for older generations. Like they're not going to recognize the influencers. And again, this is very, very general statement. Mm-hmm. So that's where I think it just depends. Like unless they're, I don't know, Brad Pitt, he's someone everyone would know.
Yeah.
Then like, or Taylor Swift, like unless it's that level, then I think
It's
you're always
also-
going to have groups of people who don't know who they are.
Yeah. And it's also like, I think my annoyance with influencers at events is not the fact that they're there. I don't care. It's the excessive amount of content that is being generated, because that's what they're
That's their whole
mostly doing.
point.
They're
Right.
being hired to create content for certain publications, magazines, whatever, to boost their TikToks and their accounts, or they are hired on to be an interviewer. And I do think it's really fun to see the interactions between influencers and celebrities in that way, especially when the celebrities are like, oh my gosh, I watch you, you're so funny. Like that's kind of cute.
I think Lana did that to like a vlogger. She was like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
watch your videos all through COVID.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Alicia Marie. They have a
So-
podcast.
I do think there is a little bit of that distinction, but I guess it's my annoyance in general is just the desire to create so much content anytime there's something. I'm just like over the content.
It's
I'm
a little
over
too
being
much.
bombarded with everything. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Well,
it's a lot. It's overwhelming.
yes, and it like anything that feels curated, it just takes the fun out of it. Like I think of
Yes.
the chicken shop date girl. Do you guys know who that is?
I don't know if I do.
I'm
She
sure
had
if
like
I
the famous interview with Jack Harlow.
yeah
She's like awkward. It's kind of like the Bobby girl, but British.
Oh.
I don't know.
yeah.
Yes. No, I do know what you're talking
with
about.
like Jack Harlow. She's like, do you read? And he's like,
Yeah.
what the hell, man?
Interesting.
But like, so her whole premise was like, this is like a comedy interview where it's like super awkward and it's like hilarious. But now she's like, like become this like TikToker, like interviewer on red carpets. And I feel like the fun of it has been like
Yeah.
pulled back because
Yeah.
like it's too much. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gone more into like an influencing thing than a like,
Yeah.
oh, this originally started as like a
Well,
comedy show.
I think it also, now that I'm starting to reflect more, I think it depends on the TikToker influencers like orbit with different famous people. For example, Chris Olsen, I don't really question if he's at events at this point. One, because he's gone to so many, but also a lot of how he got famous was by connecting with a lot of celebrities that are well known. And so for me, it's like that almost makes more sense because his orbit is with celebrities, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Whereas like Emily Kaiser and Avery Woods, for example, going to the Grammys, it's like, okay, well, like you both are very famous on TikTok with like millions of followers, but it does like you don't really have orbits with quote unquote celebrities. So that's where it
Right.
feels very different.
No, that
Chris
totally
Olsen
makes sense.
is another one of those TikTokers where it's like, okay, he was really funny at first, and now like it feels super curated and like
It's
I
so
don't know,
much.
it just sucks the fun out of it.
Luckily I don't see his stuff enough that it still
Yeah.
is fun when I see it, because it really is like, I wouldn't even say I see his videos once a week. It's like very sprinkled
Oh,
in.
okay.
And so, but there's certain people like him who I have purposely unfollowed because I don't want to be seeing them as often,
Yeah.
because of that like same feeling of like, okay, this is like, you're just doing the bit now.
Yeah, totally. And that's the other thing too, is if I see him in a celebrity's video, then I almost don't like the celebrity as much, because I know that he's getting hired to be like their social media manager. And I'm just like, okay, it's like an obvious sign that they're trying to remain relevant and like grasping at whatever they can. And they're like, let's get Chris to do our thing. So I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
okay, that's,
Yeah. Kenzie,
Speaking
yeah.
of celebrities,
tell us.
the thing with having a podcast with 4 people is that sometimes we have different ideas about what we would like to talk about. And so today is just going to be one of those episodes where we're going to be kind of split down the middle, and 2 of us are going to take the lead with one topic, and 2 of us are going to take the lead for another topic.
I love it.
You'll
Luckily,
never
we're all
guess which
chatty,
two.
Yeah.
and we will
Yeah.
probably all
Right,
contribute.
we'll all
thoughts.
contribute. We'll all contribute. It's just that some of us have more to say about certain topics than others.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, speaking of celebrities, Jenny and I would like to lead a conversation about PR suggestions for celebrities.
Yes.
Jenny, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Oh no. Okay. Mine.
And keep in
Aren't
mind, this is
very
a
good.
suggestion, not a prediction, a suggestion.
Yeah. As in, they have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine is a demand. More so.
A threat, a
okay.
PR threat.
I think that Hailey Bieber should like release anything that Selena Gomez has ever said to her. And
Privately?
Yeah. And
Like in
also,
what way?
Like on
Like, I don't
Reddit,
know,
or
I just
like
want- just
like an Instagram carousel, you know?
Yeah, like an
Or
Instagram
a TikTok
thing.
carousel.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. That feels right.
And I just want to see what happens. And I think people will like her more. And I think Selena is toxic on the inside and crazy. And I think that
That
she
is
should
if
just-
Selena has reached out to her privately.
that's true. But
That's
I
the thing.
also
I feel
am
like she never would.
I think Hailey Bieber should also do like story time on her TikTok or something and be like
Yes.
this X.
Right,
Of
yes.
justice.
Yeah.
And
She
it's
should do
just like
a put
you
a finger
don't know.
down.
Yeah. And then another PR thing is I think that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce need to actually tone down their PR because it's just so obvious at this point that it's PR that I'm like, you guys need to give a little bit of imagination. Like, let us have a little imagination.
Leave a little room for imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Be
wait.
modest with it.
Yeah.
I, while you were talking, thought of a Taylor PR thing. And I think so. Here's the thing, I love her. I love her music. Swifties are a little, a little much sometimes. I think what she needs to do. Did you guys see the video she posted on TikTok after the Super Bowl at the after party?
With her
their
parents.
Very
Parents.
casual. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
many comments were like, how did I not realize this was Taylor Swift's actual TikTok account? This is her problem. She is so curated also that every single thing she even potentially posts is theorized about. And I'm sure people still did it with that video, but I think she needs to sprinkle in more of the realness between all of her hyper curated to take a little bit of the edge off of the predictions, because
Like the Easter eggs.
yeah, because she can't
Yeah.
do anything now without every single thing being so hyper criticized and theorized about. Or like,
Yeah.
is this PR? Is this Reputation TV? Is she releasing Karma? Is it going to be this, this, this? And it's like, you can find so many videos supporting every single argument where it's like, if every once in a while she just posted like a regular TikTok like that or a regular Instagram post, then I think she would be able to do more surprises almost, because people would be anticipating it less. So
Yeah.
And
makes
I
a
will
lot of
say,
sense.
like, Taylor, I think that's where her strength lies, is because, to me at least, she's kind of like quirky and like
Yeah.
awkward.
totally.
And like, it's relatable in that
Yes.
sense.
she is our relatable,
So it's like-
quirky queen
Yeah. So
while being a
it's
capitalist.
right. But-
yeah, that's another PR move, is use your jet less. Taylor.
I'm just jealous.
You know, there were like a bunch of other people that were like use their jet way more than
Are you
her,
ready
right?
for
Yes,
my
our
rebuttal?
apologist.
Wait, no, listen. I have a rebuttal. That article that came out that said that Taylor wasn't even in the top 30, that data was not complete. They got that data from whatever was on social media. It wasn't actually from the FFA. Is that how you say
Yeah.
it? FFA?
Yes.
It wasn't actually from the FFA's domain. It was, that data was kind of skewed.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying like yes or no, truth or false or whatever. I'm just saying
But I agree. All those other
there
celebrities
are
also.
way more celebrities that also use their jet
Okay,
just as much
hold
as
on.
hers.
She's
so
at the
let's
top.
not get into that.
Hold on. I just did a quick Google just to see what would pop up, because I don't even care at this point. Like, everyone should just stop using private jets as much. I just said, what celebrity uses their private jet the most? The country pop icon Taylor Swift has earned a record number of awards throughout her career. However, she's currently in the spotlight for a different kind of record, time in the year. Her private jet just this year, as in, oh, hold on. Okay, I do need to fact check myself. Not this year. This is from 2022, but it was posted August 9th.
Yeah.
So,
So, well,
In
and that's the crazy thing, is that in
7
2022 she
months-
wasn't even touring.
yes, well, and so in 7 months, it was 382 hours of flight. That's a lot.
I'm like, girl, what were you
in
doing?
7
Where were
months.
you going?
And that's the
In
thing. Is
2022.
Going.
here's where I'll be a little bit of an apologist for her. Is I understand while she's on tour, having more flight time. Do I think there's other ways that she could try and be creative with it? Sure. And I'm sure, knowing her too, she offsets as much of it as she can with donations or whatever. So whatever. That is still just crazy though. And it's
I
just
do
funny
wanna
that she does
say-
pop up first.
In the royal family, when Meghan and Harry were criticized for taking a private jet because they're like advocates for, like, you know, stopping climate change, whatever. Right after they were seen taking a private jet, William and Kate were seen taking a commercial flight. So it's like, I'm
There
just
they
saying, like, if
are.
the royal family
Yeah.
can like be aware of their image and like take alternative courses, I don't know.
This also says that the United States as a whole has 2/3 of the world's private jets, which just
The
kind of
United
goes
States.
back to like, as a whole, we're kind of the problem, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will say though that like the other celebrities like Travis Scott, like also I'm like, why are you flying so much? And also, why are you still relevant?
Yeah.
Like, no offense, Jenny, I know he was like your top artist, but I'm like,
I
he should have been
know.
canceled years ago.
It's okay.
I the times when I like can't really understand a private jet is like, for example, there was a Kardashian episode within, I don't know, there's so many Kardashian episodes last year, but when they went to Vegas for Kim's birthday and they like took the private jet there and then couldn't land, so they went back and then went to In-N-Out, and it's like, that was the biggest waste ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Totally.
the Kardashians need to be aware that their audience, like, we're changing.
We
like,
kind of hate them, but like I love them,
like-
but I hate them.
like younger generations aren't as interested in like what?
Sorry, I'm just reading too much about Taylor Swift right now.
Oh,
Keep going.
younger generations, we're not as interested in like how much money they spend and like that's not appealing to us. Like it's kind of like gross
Yeah.
to us. Okay.
Yeah.
Brittany, do you want to share what you're learning, or while you're reading, can I?
It just went away and I have to pay to
Oh.
open it up. So it basically just said that one of her flights cost $21,000.
Wow.
I wish.
Oh, that makes me want to throw up.
I'd love
That
to have
is-
that money.
Yeah, I like clicked on it and I would have had to subscribe to the news outlet. So anyways, I'll put this away now.
Okay, here's my PR suggestion, and I don't know how to like adequately word this, so just
Okay.
stay with me.
We'll
Try
help
your
you.
best.
Okay. Kylie Jenner did an interview and like a photo shoot for a magazine, and in that photo shoot, she was, you know, like those slip dresses that are kind of like those nightgown, like slip sexy dresses.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Like
was wearing
full length or
like short length.
okay, yeah,
cute.
like nightgown type
But it's
stuff.
kind of
Okay,
like a sexy slip nightwear, whatever.
okay.
She was wearing one of those slips in the same color scheme as her Met Gala dress, and it wasn't on purpose. But here's what I think. I think a designer, like let's say Chanel, let's say they have like Chanel's dressing the Kardashians for the Met Gala. Chanel, like the night of the Met Gala, should release a line of like sleepwear that is designed after
The outfits.
their Met Gala dresses, and then have
Right.
the people that wore their dresses like take like photos as like PR,
Yeah.
and then they can call it Met at the after party.
I love that. Okay, I
And
would
then they
spend
can
a lot
That's
of
a
money on
genius
that.
idea.
Then they can sell that like nightwear based on like the Met Gala dresses.
Well, that's so smart because it guarantees you a collection every year that lots of people are tuning in for.
Totally.
Or what they could even do is if they make it subtle enough, they could even release it like a month beforehand in like a, hey, match your favorite celebrity or guess which celebrity. Like they could make it some kind of guessing game.
True.
Because then it's like watch the Met in your Met after party look and find out what celebrity you're matching. You know, like they could totally play into it in so many different ways.
Ooh, that could be fun.
I feel really passionate about that idea, and I like, and someone can take it for free.
Call her up.
I know
Call
you
up
just gave
Anna.
that away, just like that.
The other thing is Ariana. I think my PR demand is that you unrelease that remix of Yes and with Mariah Carey and wipe it from the internet.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't know it existed.
I don't even know about that.
It's so horrible.
I'm gonna
Really?
listen to
Like-
it right after this.
Wipe it off of the internet and start over. Try again.
I'm just picturing like yes and mixed with all I want for Christmas is you vibes.
I know, same.
My brother said that it sounds like an AI generated
Oh,
It
like
totally
is weird.
remix
Okay.
collab.
So I'm terrified of AI. I've decided this week. That's all.
Ugh, I love AI.
I just have been seeing one of
AI
my
is there
managers
for
was
me.
showing me like the videos that AI is now generating, and like I could not tell that they were not real people in these videos. It was kind
Yeah.
of crazy.
Interesting.
That's the part that kind of freaks me out.
AI
we
got
have
on
been-
my good side today, though, when it told me that I'm a soft autumn. So
I was gonna
That's
say
cool with
we've
that.
been using Chat GBT to tell us what
Yeah.
our color palettes are,
Yeah, I
or
saw
based
this,
on our skin tones.
Yes. I saw this girl on TikTok who made this hack basically, or she saw someone do a hack where you can like grab your skin tone color in the markup tool and photos, and then ask GPT. Is that right?
Yeah,
G-
GPT.
I don't know his name.
Ask
GBT,
him.
I think.
GBT.
GPT.
I think it's GB.
G.
No.
P.
P.
Chat GPT.
Yes.
Yes, sorry.
Anyways, chat him up.
Wow.
Chat up Chad and ask him
Yeah.
based off of your skin tone color or your skin color what you are. And yeah, all of us.
And then you can ask him if he thinks you're pretty.
Yeah. I literally was just like trying anyway to get him
Ask
to
him to
tell
be
me that I
honest.
would look good in hot pink, and it wasn't working, which I was
Really?
kind of depressed
Aw.
about. Yeah, but it's fine.
I have a couple quick PR suggestions.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
go
go
with
for it.
them.
Okay. One, Bad Bunny. I think he should
marry
date
you?
me.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
that's one PR suggestion.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This
What's
next
the
PR
reason
suggestion.
though? Like, what does he gain?
Yeah,
from
like-
it?
Oh, like it'll
He
show
gains
he's
her.
like, yeah, he gains me just as a
Yeah.
person. He gets to show the world that he's like, I'm a normal guy. Like I date normal girls.
He values.
And they'll be so impressed that
brains.
I'm in law school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like it'll just make him look good.
I love.
Okay.
My next PR suggestion is for men as a whole. And
Oh no.
I
I'm
would like
nervous.
them to stop saying legacy when they're referring to like having kids. I think it's weird and gross.
I don't know if I've
I-
actually ever heard a man that
It
was
happens
not
a
in a
lot.
book say that.
No. Never
Oh, I
heard of
hear
that.
it
I've
in-
only
I hear it in real life.
legacy,
Really?
like my legacy. Like
yeah,
if someone's
it's like,
talking
I
about
want
like
to have a legacy.
they're talking about
And I'm
kids,
like, yeah,
or they're talking about like
no, it's kids.
the mark you're going to leave on the world.
No, it's when they're. It's specifically. I don't like it when they're talking about kids.
I've like
Sometimes
Never come
And
across
that.
that ever.
I have.
I have
and
it
I'm
in
like,
my
you should
personal
stop.
life only in like media, and more specifically like a movie or something or a book. What were you gonna say,
In that
Kenzie?
movie, they should stop.
Because you never know. Like sometimes, like you have the best intentions, but you might have a kid that's like a total crazy person. Like,
That's
Yeah.
true.
you don't want that as your legacy. Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't put all of your chickens in one basket.
right.
That's
The
why you
gross
have to
part
have
about
multiple.
that is like trying to put your agenda on something or someone that you should not have any control over.
Preach.
Right.
Unless you're like, my legacy is that I'm going to be a good father and raise good kids. Like, okay,
Right.
Yeah,
But
see,
you
that's
can't
cute.
even guarantee that.
That's-
you can't even
that's so
guarantee that you're
cute.
gonna have
But,
good
like,
kids.
you can
I'm telling you,
guarantee
kids are built different these days.
Yeah, but you can guarantee
Kenzie's
like
seen
your
things.
reactions to their behavior
Yeah.
and if that makes you a good parent or not. And so it's like, oh yeah, that's a good parent.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, putting your own agenda onto others and like using them to pursue that is weird for sure. Like
Yeah.
that's very strange.
And then my final PR is for the the Philadelphia Cream Cheese Company,
Oh,
and
okay.
I would like them to create, because you guys know whipped cream cheese, right?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Like,
Disgusting.
The
best.
lighter. Mackenzie, you
Mackenzie,
think whipped cream cheese is bad?
here's the
I
thing.
like
Really?
the
I
You're a
original
real
better.
okay,
freak.
okay, okay,
I like
okay.
the original better.
You're a real freak.
There are two places where
Wow.
whipped cream cheese is good. Einstein's,
Mm.
Philadelphia. I've gotten a couple other brands and I haven't liked it. So I am a snob, but I do prefer whipped.
I'm
Yeah.
honestly, I'm gonna have a whipped cream cheese bagel after this, and it's strawberry flavored. Okay, so back,
Oh,
so
interesting.
Mackenzie, don't ever shake your head about whipped cream cheese. But the
I'm gonna
idea
continue.
is, I was like using my spray, because I have bagels and I have one side with butter and one with whipped cream cheese, and I use spray butter because I'm lazy, and then I had to get the knife out from my
Do you
cream
use-
cheese.
I can't believe it's not butter.
That's exactly what I use.
That's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Philadelphia needs to create a whipped cheese cream can.
That
Where
sounds
you-
horrible.
You do not have me on that.
It's
I want the
genius, you guys.
convenience. I want the
Yes.
convenience. I'm worried about how it would happen. Like,
Well,
I'm
think
worried
about
it
how
would just
You're
be
talking
whipped
about-
spray
cream.
butter sounds.
Like
but it's
whipped
spray butter's
cream?
amazing.
But spray
Okay,
butter is
okay.
melted butter. I don't want melted cream cheese.
Are
think
you
of whipped
thinking of it in the way that like whipped cream comes out of a spray can?
Yes.
I guess
And
I
it's
could
genius.
understand.
I just
That-
I need to experience it before
But
I
like
I'm gonna
promise
create
you.
a
spray
prototype.
butter?
Thank you.
Spray
all I
butter
need.
It's genius.
is
I'll
the
be your-
comparison
I'll be
you
your
use
guinea
for that.
pig.
Because I was
Okay.
like, oh, I wish I had this.
I get it.
Wait, do you put butter on your bagel before you put cream cheese?
No, she said she
I
puts
have
it on
one
half.
side with butter and one side with cream cheese.
But honestly, that's not a bad idea. Salted butter under cream cheese. I might try that.
I love
Under
oh, I
actual
love putting
cream
butter
cheese.
under
no.
jelly.
Don't even get me started on
Actual
butter and bread.
I just
I love
want
butter.
the
It's the
same
best.
amount of butter as there is bread.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I'll just ask this question. I don't know if I've ever asked you guys this before.
Yes.
When someone says, I would like some toast, what is your go-to? What do you think? Like, if you say,
Butter.
hey, will you
It
make
is
me toast?
It is bread toasted with butter, Abby. I'm so sorry.
That is what I say.
Wait.
Okay, I asked Andrew one time, will you make me toast?
Yeah.
I think it was like postpartum. He made me toasted bread.
Oh my
With
god!
no
if
butter.
Toast.
Why
if a
did
man
I-
ever did that to me,
And I said, why would you give me this? I wanted toast. And he's like, that's toast. And I'm like, no, this is just bread. And in his mind, he needs butter. Like, you need to say, like,
Yeah.
toast
Buttered
with
toast.
butter.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I would if Jacob asked me
I-
for I would just give him raw toast.
I could go either
Raw.
way. I think here's the thing. If
meaning like not toasted, like bread.
Like no butter.
if Scott asked me, I would probably clarify like, oh, okay, do you want peanut butter on it? Do you want jam on it? Do you want honey? Like there
But
would
you'd
be a
assume that
follow-up
there was a
question.
topping.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
I
here's
would
the
assume
other thing.
there's a topping. I just
Okay,
don't know
but
what
he-
topping he'd want.
Derek.
Here's the other question, though, is if you ask for bread, like, say, toast with jam. Say, hey, would you make me some toast with strawberry jam?
Just
What do
strawberry
you
jam.
What do you make?
Toast, butter, strawberry jam.
Butter
Exactly.
in between the layers?
Exactly.
It's good.
Oh my
It's
gosh, it's so
delicious.
good.
It is
Yeah.
so
So
good,
good.
but unless they said butter and jam, I wouldn't assume that most likely.
No, I would never assume that. You have to
I'm
be
assuming
specific.
it and I'm converting them.
That
onto
was
it.
the other thing I was so weirded out by
I
was
really
he
wish I
made
had
me.
some bread right now.
It's the weirdest thing. And that's been literally a conversation between us, and his entire family, by the way, supports all of his like decisions on this for years. And I can never escape it.
I'm glad that
anyways,
his family
I love
support.
Had to ask. I
Um,
still disagree with you about the cream cheese can though.
I just need to
No,
try
I think
it.
it's genius.
Oh, it would be so watery.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
I can't
whipped
think about this right
cream.
now. Actually,
I know,
my
but
tummy's
it's
too
similar to how,
sensitive
like,
for this.
When you like squirt the mustard bottle and like the water comes out.
No,
I'm taking
it's
my
not
headphones
like that.
If you, I think
It will
The
happen.
problem is that whipped cream is a completely different consistency. Like it can come out of a can because of its consistency. Cream
Or do you
cheese does
know,
not
like, how
have the
some-
same.
Like
Some,
the
like,
cheese.
jam like has like some of them have like a
No.
like it's made to spread.
No.
Like the bottle.
Oh,
That's
okay.
another option.
Sure.
I-
That's
okay.
a better option.
Also,
There we go.
They do have canned cheese.
Yeah, that's just regular cheese.
I love that.
I don't
No,
understand.
like
Imagine
spray
whipped.
cheese.
Yes, spray
Spray
cheese.
cheese.
Spray
but I
cheese.
want
And that's gross to me.
cream cheese.
The thing
I'm sure they
about
have it.
putting peanut butter and jam or whatever with the tips that you can squirt out of, exactly what you're talking about, Jenny. The thing about those is that I still need to use a knife to spread it afterwards. So what is the point?
Not high.
Like I would
No, you
rather
don't have to.
That's the
Not when
thing.
they're the little.
This will
the
be
thin
amazing.
Ones.
I prefer to. Okay. It's
Oh,
just my
okay.
preference, I guess. So it's like getting it out of a jar is exactly this.
Yeah.
Requires the same amount of utensils.
Ugh,
So
I
it's
think
not.
they do have cream cheese that's in like a squeezable.
They don't.
No,
Well,
I'm
there's
pretty
like
sure
No, they do.
There's like
Oh, they have
that.
it. They have it in
There's
the ketchup packets.
that's like
Yeah.
a different thing. That's like
Yeah.
They also have
single
sour
use.
cream, spreadable, or like the squeezable sour
Yeah.
cream.
but
Okay,
they don't
that is
have
the best thing
spreadable
ever.
whipped cream cheese.
I love
Okay.
me a
Also, I've been
squeezable
craving
Dupadala
all day. I've
Daisy.
been thinking about the Tillamook Cheese Factory, which Kenzie and I went to last year. I gotta go back there.
I would
Yeah,
love
that
to
was
go
great.
there. I love Tillamook.
I love dark
It's so
chocolate.
I have one final thing to say.
Okay.
Wait. You guys have to talk about your topic.
We could always do
I don't
that
even
another
remember
week.
what it was.
Brittany's sick. She wants to leave.
Oh,
I don't have the energy. This is my
that's
confession.
good.
Here's my last thing that is my life update, that if this is not in here, it's because sadly it didn't happen.
Okay.
But if you're hearing this, it will happen.
Oh,
Scott
no.
and I are moving.
What?
Where?
Wait.
Where?
Why would
Where?
this
This is
happen
so
within a
funny.
week?
Okay, so
I'm
this is why
scared.
it's so funny, is it sounds so dramatic, but it is not at all, but it has a fun story. So in our same apartment building, just to a 2-bedroom house. But
Oh.
why did I say house? Apartment. But I just wanted to be dramatic there for a second, and your reactions were perfect. No, so this is what we think happened. For months now, there has been a package thief in our building. And
No.
like it started like once every other week, and we'd get a little message on the discussion board saying like, hey, someone stole my package, please return it. And then it like ramped up, and it was like once a week, and then every couple days. And then it got to the point where it was seriously like every other day someone would be posting like, hey, someone stole my package. And then Wednesday this last week, someone posted on our discussion board, was like, thank you so much to the ladies in the office who caught the package thief. Like, we're so grateful for all the hard work. We know you were like building your case for a while. And then I talked to one of my friends in our apartment building and said that Wednesday morning there were like 10 cop cars outside our building, and
my
they
gosh.
arrested someone on the first floor. And it's like right in the area that this unit would be. And so Scott and I, we just happened to be looking on the apartment and saw that it was posted, and for like way cheaper than usually 2 bedrooms are at our place. Like it's only $150 more than what we're paying right now. And it was
There's a special
available now.
discount because it has the energy of a thief.
I know. And so I was like, it may turn me into a package thief. We don't know for sure that
That's
that's the
fine.
unit, but it just like makes sense with like all the factors. But so we were like, well, I don't know if we'd have to like break our lease and then re-sign or what it would be. So we emailed them just to see, and they're like, oh yeah, you can upgrade. You just have to pay this small fee. And so we paid it. And so now we just have to go and re-sign basically, which is very
Oh,
nice.
exciting.
That's-
So you're gonna be on the
exciting.
first floor now.
Yeah, so now
I
we'll
guess
be
I
on the
shouldn't-
first floor.
She will be on the third.
So now
floor.
we have a
Yeah.
podcast room.
Yeah, basically. So
Oh my-
Jenny, you
what
just have
the-
to move back.
What?
Is there a
Oh, it's a
cockroach?
fly.
There's a fly. That's a really big fly, you
I
guys.
thought she was seeing a
life.
spirit.
It's like the size of a penny.
Oh man,
This thing is so scary. I wish I could show you what it.
that's so funny.
That's
I don't like this.
amazing.
I don't
Yeah.
like this, but this is huge. Okay.
Yeah. But no,
Sorry.
it will be
That
really
is-
nice because then like when we do podcasts, like I can go in that room and like close the door, and we can put Scott's desk in there, and so we
Oh,
can
yeah.
finally get a freaking kitchen table, which will be exciting. So
That is, that's so nice. Is your
I
apartment
know.
even supposed to have like a designated space for a table?
technically there can be. It's like a lot of people in like the same layout as we do, where we have Scott's desk is where they would do like a table or something.
Interesting.
Or they'll put like a couch in that corner and then a table in the middle, which I wouldn't want to do just because of where our TV is. Like if we did get a table, it would be against the window. But
yeah.
anyways, we are very excited about it. The only downside so far is that right now we have the extended patio, so our patio is huge, and so it'll just be like regular sized. But It's a trade-off.
Winnie can manage.
Winnie
Yeah,
will
what
be
would you
fine.
rather have? How much time
I-
do you really
yeah.
spend on your patio?
Honestly, Winnie's the only one that goes out there, and she does love to sunbathe. So I am
Aw.
a little bit sad about that, but it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
So vibes.
Just bring her over to my house and she can sunbathe
Exactly.
in my grass all she wants.
I'm like, she will have a whole bedroom to herself. She'll be fine.
Yes, exactly.
So anyways, that's my news. And
Congratulations.
if you're hearing this,
That's awesome.
it means we're probably moving in very soon because it could be
Oh.
within like the next 2 weeks, basically.
Ah,
That's
I
so lit
love
fire.
moving.
Very exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not excited to physically move, but I'm really excited to be in a new apartment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yo.
Something about packing all my things and moving them to a new place and then unpacking and reorganizing actually makes me so excited.
I know, that's kind of how I was feeling. So that's why I was going to talk about this with like our whole like spring cleaning, like what are we throwing
Yeah.
out? Because I'm like, it is going to be really nice to be able to like go through stuff as we're doing it. And we won't
Yeah.
really need to pack things up necessarily because we're literally like a floor down and then 5 units over. So it's very close. So like realistically, we'll probably just like carry everything, just do a lot
Yeah.
of trips, but
That's not bad.
it'll be nice.
That's exciting. We'll talk about it all again next episode then.
Yes.
Spring cleaning next episode.
Yeah. Get ready, guys.
Lit.
It's going to be fun.
Yes. I love it.
Well,
We love
thanks
you.
for listening.
We
Comment
have-
down PR stunts to do.
Ooh,
True.
I love that.
PR demands.
I'll put up a little
Yeah, demands.
Instagram question box and tell us what you want to see us do.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Let's go off of Kenzie's idea and design our own like night
There
slip
we
dress
go.
Ooh,
lingerie.
instead of merch
Yeah.
t-shirts, it's
Instead
like
of
night
merch
dress.
t-shirts.
There we
Pajamas.
go.
Wait, honestly?
I guess I think Matilda already kind of did that.
That's fine.
I don't care. I'll do it again.
We can do it
It's
too.
all good.
Very
We
cute.
Matilda
love you
the
all.
movie?
Please leave
Peace
All
out.
right.
a rating
Bye.
and review and come back every Monday. Bye.
Bye.